We are now live. Go ahead and let the chat know here in FC.
Oh, wait a second, I just noticed the FC name changed.
Yep.
Feels weird, doesn't it?
The first and only time in our history that we have updated the FC tag to reflect Talyn's name of his most recent name, previously known as Tremedius for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yep. So the route we'll be taking is out the FC hall, out of Mist into Lower Lenosha, going into Limsa Laminza, taking the ferry to Western Thanalan, Western Thanalan to Central Thanalan, and then Western. Wait, did I type that twice? Oh, I typed that twice. Yeah, Western to Central, then Central to. Let's see, I meant Eastern Thanalan on that one. Eastern to South Shroud, then to Central Shroud, North Shroud, and then Coerthas. Let me correct that in chat.
Misty.
Alright, so for those who are watching on stream, welcome. Just a few minutes here, we will be heading out of our hall, going to begin the memorial march here. Lots of guests are gathering, as well as our members, IRL friends of Talyn's as well. Thank you for subscribing. I was not expecting that. It's a noise that plays in my headset. Lots of folks here today. That's awesome. Welcome to everybody that is joining us, whether you're here in Discord or in Twitch. See a good handful of folks on Twitch as well as here outside our hall. Appreciate everybody. Just want to give everybody a chance here to gather and be here from the beginning that are here. The folks getting ready as well. So again, we'll be taking a route, leaving our hall, going to the city of Limsa, taking the ferry over to, what is that, Western Thenland. We'll be crossing over to Central Thenland, going to Eastern, heading up through the South Shroud to Central, and then North Shroud, and on into Coerthas. And there's a very nice spot, Coerthas. It's very beautiful. We'll be gathering at, and at that time, we will be sharing some words for those who wish to. That can also be done in VC with those here in VC if they're more comfortable that way, or typing, whichever way is fine. And you are also on our stream. Feel free as well to share any sentiments or thoughts that you would like to share in the stream chat. Alrighty, let me check here. And one more shout out in FC. Hello, Phoenix. Oh, is this mount like slower than the other ones?
I think Slipnir's walking animation is slow, like much slower than everything
Wow,
else.
Today I learned.
I'm like, how are you walking at half the speed I am in walk mode?
Okay, yeah, Slipnir is extra slow. Let me pick something else. I actually didn't realize that there was a slower speed than the normal mount walk. Wow, today I learned. Let's see here. I'll go ahead with
I don't have
overlooking.
Talon Spike, so I can't ride that.
All right, here we go. Majors is going like extra fast in place.
Yeah, I'm not on my game PC, so I don't have the walk macros set up on this. So. Can you hear me?
Are you using a headset? I mean, a controller?
Yeah.
If you just slightly push forward and then tap L1, you'll walk. You'll auto walk.
I got you on follow.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
Makes it a lot easier just to follow you.
Yeah, but it'll bunch you up on the zone, so you'll have to like reapply it.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew. Yeah, welcome everybody. We've got a few more people join the stream. We have just begun the Memorial March in honor of our fallen comrade.
Wait a second. I'm lagging.
Are ya?
Yeah, you were
guys.
Pokeballing earlier.
I hate this PSN. It's always acting up. I don't know. Every time I check on it, it keeps checking. It's trying to sign on and off and on. It keeps messing me up. I wish you didn't have to do that when I'm playing this game. Hope they fixed that little credit card thing because I can't access none of my other retainers besides my first two. Pokeball again.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, Vish.
What's everyone up to?
We're doing the Memorial March for Talyn. However you knew him as.
Just left the FC hall. We're on the way to Limsa. We'll be taking the ferry on the lower decks to Western Talyn. Actually, the line is so long that my game can't draw everybody that's on the screen.
Same here. That's probably why I'm Pokeball.
So if you're watching on the stream, just know that the end of the line that you see back there is not the actual end. It's going beyond what it can draw.
It's past the bridge, from what I can see.
Oh, past the bridge. Wow, that's yeah. For where mine's ending is like 50 feet in front of the bridge. Yep.
I look like a Yakuza boss in black. I wish I had the same umbrella, but I don't have that one. I wish I had the same umbrella, but I don't.
You're passing through the upper decks. And we're going to take the second exit that's up here. Or not so much exit, but staircase.
Sometimes I forget about that staircase.
Yep, it's over by the Bismarck, which is actually when you warp into Limsa, it's the closest zone. It's right next to the Aetheryte. Oh, I see Twitch chat there. Yeah, I said back of the line just not too long ago, zoned into Limsa. So, yep, quite the line. So we are just about to pass the Bismarck, the Culinarians Guild, into the Aetheryte Plaza, and then we'll be walking through Hawker's Alley. Do a ring around the Aetheryte as well. This might get a little bit hard to see. There's a lot of things that'll be drawn by the game, but we are going around the Aetheryte at least once, and then we'll be going down through the alley. So should give everybody in the line time to make it into the zone. And maybe those in the parade can type in chat, let the chat know that we are, in case they can't see us. Let me see here. Heading down Walker's Alley. It's hard to see with many people in the plaza. Okay. And we are almost to the ferry. When we get to the ferry, I'm actually going to stop for just a second before we head to the next zone, so that way I can, just in case anybody in Limsa is lost, do a quick shout and let them know that we're taking the ferry to Horizon.
If anybody listening is trying to buy an umbrella from the market board, I did not find any in stock. So
Yeah, I'm totally lost.
We're taking the ferry to West Thanalan by the Arcanist Guild. It's on the eastern side of the lower docks. I'm gonna
The
link it.
western.
Western, yes, thank you. Okay, and then we will reform once we're on the other side. I'm going to go a little bit ahead just to give everybody space to make the line.
We're going to Western Thalen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll appear in Horizon.
Yeah.
Not Horizon. Waking Sands area, Vesper Bay. Vesper Bay, yeah. And then we'll be heading towards Horizon. Passing Horizon and then going into Central. Actually, yeah, I should probably start spreading out more because, yeah, there's a lot of folks here. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, we're going to start moving. Wow, Phoenix on Twitch says they looked up parasols about half an hour ago and they were $500,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, I snagged one for about 400 something K, I think. Just happened to not
Yeah,
have the black one, which is like perfect for this. So
yeah, I could have gotten it, but unfortunately, my money's on one of my retainers, which I can't access to it right now. I guess they won't give it to me. Let me use my retainers for a time card pay until my card gets.
now passing through the footfalls. Boy, as far as I can see, it's still coming out of that hallway that was back there.
There's a Veshwin.
Just think we pray return to the Waking Sands one last time for Talyn. Those that might be watching that are unfamiliar with that meme, it's a meme in 14. Pray return to the Waking Sands.
Fortunately, there's no Milphilia in there anymore.
Hey there. All right, and we are. Let's see here. How far away from the zone? We're gonna go across, just across the bridge, and then we're to Central. Very awesome turnout. Look at everybody still coming out of Horizon. Very nice. Very nice. Well, during this, I figured I would provide a little bit of commentary on some of Talyn's history. Talyn first joined Azure Infinitum in the summer of 2015. Was during Azure's first year, actually, before our first anniversary, which is typically in November. Say typically, since we did a kind of a different anniversary month last year, where we did it for almost the whole month celebrations. But back in 2015, we had something we didn't do anymore that we did back then called the Azure Lottery. People would submit 10K gil lottery tickets that we keep track of. And hold on, we gotta make a turn here. And it was the very last time that we did it, and the day that the lottery was up, Talyn entered under his original name, Tremedius, and literally won the lottery the day that he joined Azure. The Azure Lottery. What luck, huh?
He was the tremendous almond.
Tremendous Allman, his nickname for Tremedius Allond, being Tremendous Allman.
Because I don't know how to speak.
Crossing into Western Thanalan, heading up towards Blackbrush Station, and then we're going to pass through to the Clutch into Eastern Thanalan. I still remember that day pretty vividly. And we're like, congrats, welcome, and also congrats. He was like, oh, wow. And I forgot, I think it was like 2 million gil or something, which, especially back then.
I know he would do this, so.
Do what?
Murder random mobs during a march.
Oh, yeah. Many Azure merges across the years. We normally do our Azure Day weekends, which are like our quarterly events that celebrate the FC. Talyn, I can't even count the amount that I'm sure he attended, because most of my Azure Day memories, he's in them. We usually do that quarterly, so that's roughly 4 times a year, and including additional seasonal events as well too.
Yep, so many bodies left in this week.
And during those Azure Day parade marches, Talyn would often shoot mobs along the way, just in case there was a newbie or somebody that might get hit by one. It would be a nuisance to get smacked or swarmed with bees while going down the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite job was the Machinist job, though he did like making Paladin glams quite a lot. I remember specifically on our old Azure forum, he liked to document those glams, and definitely took some time to even combine, like he would switch jobs and use the save feature to look at like different jobs gear on jobs that didn't wear certain gear, and he would try to combine them and use the little preview window to save a screenshot. And he always had a wish list for gear that he'd wear if they ever made them available cross jobs for the ones that weren't. We've arrived at Blackbrush Station here in Central Thanalan, our Midgard Stormer server. Every time I think I can see the end of the line, I know that's not it.
I'll go take a peek.
I'm towards the back. We're just now approaching the station.
Yeah.
I just now
You're
broke
approaching
that
it.
corner.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just now going through the gate where the railroad track is.
We're, the front of the line right now is crossing the little bridge that goes over that stream on the way into the area called the Clutch. It's a nice sun coming out there. It's a very beautiful sky. Beautiful azure sky. The light coming down on the parade route here, or march route, Memorial March. Major's Wolf there is getting a lot of exercise. Yeah. Beautiful sky. Light ray shining right on the parade route, right on the march route. Another memory that comes to mind is the end of last year, our last Azure Grand Duel tournament. I believe it was Grand Duel tournament 24, I think it was 23 or 24. It's kind of getting hard to remember which number we're on. Talyn's match as a dragoon, a job that we didn't know him to be on as much as Machinist or Paladin, but his match as dragoon was a very memorable match there in the mid tournament. I believe was it semifinals, I think. It's one of the longest matches in recent history in our tournament, our PvP tournament that we hold. It was really neat. We are approaching the Eastern Thanalan Zone. Remember, we all zone in at different seconds, so make sure to spread out again once we get in there.
Yeah, you can tell who's got the better connection.
I'm going to go ahead and run forward a little ways just to give some space for the line. Ascalon on Twitch says, Trem was always great at making costumes and glams in both games.
Which games? You said both games. What was the other one?
Oh, this was his friend from City of Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I play that game.
I never
Glad on
got to
that.
play that one.
When Trem told me that the homecoming servers were becoming official, I re-downloaded it. I do
Yeah.
not remember it playing that poorly. But I remember it being pretty fun back in the day. That's like what, a 2006 or 2007 MMO?
Yeah.
The one I played was like called Champions.
Oh, that's a different game.
Yeah, it's the one that I played on PC a long time ago. I don't know if it's still running anymore.
Last time I played,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say last time I played City of Heroes was before they did the City of Villains
Yeah.
content.
Oh yeah.
Same.
That's how long
Same
it
here.
was for me. It was fun back then, but I haven't done it since.
But
Which one was better?
We're definitely spoiled now.
Oh yeah, but back then, City Heroes, the glam, the costume design was nobody went that far because that was part of the the fun of City Heroes. Create your own costume and make your own hero.
Mm.
was gonna say, Ascalon also mentioned on Twitch, so they used to battle all the time in City of Heroes for top costume contest slots.
The when I first started that game, City of Heroes, there was a guy out there handing out prizes for the best costume for the newbies that came out of the, in the beginner zone area.
Mhm.
They were having a contest with people. Uh, he was handing out prize money for originality and
Nice, nice. I just realized there was a second road coming out of there that we could have taken. Oh well. All right, we are on to High Bridge, and then past Wellwick Wood into South Shroud.
I must be faster here because I keep catching up to everybody.
Thank you for updating FC chat there. So that'd be 20 years for City of Heroes, as of this month, actually. City of Heroes 14. And,
20 years ago, I was a
definitely,
smart ass little punk in high school.
I think World of Warcraft's a little older than that, isn't it?
a little
Yes,
bit, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
that's when
subscribing.
everybody saw the success of Warcraft, and all of a sudden everybody started coming out with different style of MMOs.
Talyn also joined us over in Elder Scrolls as well for a little bit. We have our Elder Scrolls wing community that we're building, and came over to get a spot over there. Oh, yeah, they definitely got the fog going on now, so can't see too far past the car that's back there. Crossing High Bridge.
Yeah, I'm approaching High Bridge, but there's still several people behind me.
Yep.
Was 14 just the main game that Talon was playing?
Pretty much, yeah. He wasn't too big on playing multiple MMOs at one time, but 14 had been his thing
Yeah,
for quite a long time.
same way, Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to be in multiple MMOs.
Getting somewhat close to the South Shroud zone.
Just crossing the hill right now. Several people behind me.
Also find it fitting that the end of our route here will be overlooking the city that you unlock Machinist in as well. Its favorite job. Talyn was also one of the few who was around early enough to actually experience every form of our maps and raid events as well. So he was able to experience Treasure Thursdays when the very first maps were in, followed by Dragonskin with the first portals. Thursday map event started, we had a lot less, like understanding of like what might be needed like rule wise for the event. So there were some nights when the portal started happening, when they brought that into the game, we would run them like all the way into the night. Like it would go from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to Pacific to like past midnight because we were having so much fun with the portals for the first time. It was a lot of fun. I remember him being there for that. And every variation of our raids, every variation from the first Coil Knights in early Azure to Alexander, followed by Omega,
God, Omega
Yeah.
gives me nightmares.
and Eden, and Pandemonium, which finished up not too long ago.
And it's a little sad that he won't be able to experience Dawn Trail, but he did get to see the entire story, initial story, to its conclusion.
Indeed, indeed. All the way to the 0.5 patch too.
Yep.
Fully concluded. Yep.
But he did make me a boiled egg last Easter, and I still have it in my pocket, so I'm going to keep that.
There you go.
I'll have to put it in a retainer so I don't accidentally eat it one day for experience.
As well as our all of the 24-man raids from the very beginning, since Azure 24-man Fridays back in that time. We gather on Friday nights. Or the Void Arc trilogy, Azure Void Arc Nights, followed by Azure Evilis trilogy, and of course going into Shadowbringers. The amazing Nier raids.
I think the Nier raids were probably my favorite.
And all the way through the conclusion of Myths of the Realm. Alright, we're headed straight north with a little bend northwest at the top, going to Central Shroud. Notice the weather, and the weather's been good here, and sky has been bright and blue. Minus a little bit of fog and rain we had just a little bit ago. See friends of Talon's there from City of Heroes on Twitch. Welcome you guys. Thanks for joining us during this moment. Also, another fun fact here I've got noted. I may not have 100% accurate numbers on this, but Talyn was on the pretty much towards the top of our list of most attended for Azure Grand Assemblies, going back to 2015, next to Johnny Gat here, who also holds the title for most attended assemblies. It's our monthly meetup where we'll discuss upcoming plans for the FC and let members announce their like weddings or statics, things like that, and do lots of raffles and one of our many forms of communications here in Azure, so everybody knows all the fun that's going on.
I like watching the random sprouts stop in the tracks and just watch us.
And many past assembly screenshots and videos where we'd see either his Talons here, the race he played, the hero he had before he was a Vera. See the little goggles in the crowd that he had, and then later on, of course, the white Vera ears popping up in the crowd. Remember, not too long ago, he was talking about making it to our Azure Starlight Day, which is our Azure holiday celebration in December. That was in 2022, and was when he first told me about his conditions. And it's like, you're gonna make it, man. And he made it to two more, not just one, but two. And we are headed to North Shroud. First, we've got to go up the Matron's Leaf, past Dunstan Spire, on the corner here. I see a naked newbie running around over there.
You'll love to see it.
Like a sprout on them.
They're too far away for their name to pop up for me.
Oh, they're actually naked. You're serious.
Yeah, going up the tree branch there, going up the spire. Followed by a player called Regular Player that's behind them.
Sounds pretty suspicious.
Yeah, there was an option, of course, that we had to like hold a traditional like vigil. Like I noticed Ascalon mentioned on Twitch about folks from City Heroes who would stand and hold torches. to honor someone the past, and we've done similar things like that actually. I was very grateful in September when Azure stood with a very long vigil on the beaches of eastern Lenosha for the passing of my mother, who had long chimed in on VC sometime and was my quote-unquote senior advisor was her title. Oh my, look at that line going all the way down. Wow, actually being up here I could see a good chunk because of the distance. Wow. Oh my gosh. They are still coming up that first ramp before the tree branch. Oh my goodness. Wow.
They're still rendering at the bottom of the hill.
Wow, that is really impressive. Wow.
Yeah.
Got a nice little screenshot for you.
That is such an amazing turnout.
Something that I don't know if there's any chance of it being possible, but is there a way we'd be able to contact and see if maybe we can get them to make a custom housing item with a picture of his character that we could hang up in the FC hall?
Like
Is there any way we could,
like the devs?
yeah, like any way we can make a request or anything like at all? Do you know of any possibility, considering it's a passing player?
I hate to say it, but I highly doubt it.
They
If they do
They
that,
just
they
need to
would.
give us like a custom canvas where we can upload a screenshot to it.
I was gonna say that. That has come up in some like panels before. But I don't think they're gonna do that just for one person. As
Yeah.
much as nice as that would be. They would then have, because there are other people that do pass away that are honored by their communities in the game, and they'd have to do it for them too. If they did the canvas like Defensor mentioned, that could also be difficult with what depending on what images are uploaded by people. But yeah, I'm afraid I don't believe that is possible, my friend.
Probably best for us is just to do it maybe on our website.
Well, of course, yeah. Well, there's a post up right now. We could also make something else. It'll definitely be documented on our FC timeline on the About Azure FC portion of the About pages that we have on the community site, azureinfinitum.com. Yep, and we are just about done passing here through the standing courses into North Shroud. North Shroud will be the final zone before we reach Coerthas, which is where our destination is.
Just now cross the rope bridge.
Yep. Going a little bit ahead, so there's room.
Quite a few people behind us.
There we go.
You can still see people on the other side of the bridge coming in.
Yes. Same here.
Yep. So we could have done like a vigil, but we kind of decided to go for using the format that we use for Azure Day parades for a memorial march, and so far the turnout is incredible. So we're almost through it.
I don't think I have that title.
So this will be quite a memory here.
Well,
One of the people in the march has the title Chief Mourner. I don't think I have that one.
Oh wow.
yeah, I see it too.
I wonder what that comes from.
Probably Palace.
Passing into Fallgourd Float, and then we're going to take the left bridge.
Well, our parades have been such an integral part of our F scene.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best way to do it. Well, we do one every Azure Day weekend.
Yep. And sometimes we'll do the Starlight Parade for the holiday season in December, as well as our March of the Dead Parade in October for the Halloween / All Saints or Azure Saints wake that we do. That's the Halloween event in 14.
Yeah.
We'll do a special Azure Day thing
Walk
for
around in our Halloween costumes.
Yep. Like a costume parade, yeah. With some
It's
raffles.
from Palace. I gotta have it. It's from Palace of the Dead.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually do raffles as well. We'll do parade stops and raffles during the actual parades, but didn't really feel like raffles were really that appropriate this, for this.
Oh, look, I've joined a fate.
And of course, that doesn't mean that like if somebody wanted to hold like their own little raffle in like celebration of him, that's that's fine.
Oh, so Chief of the Mourner comes from Palace of the Dead.
Yep. Well, look at that. Nice nice sky, nice lighting there coming up to the mountains of Coerthas that we're coming up to. As the shroud ends and Coerthas begins here. And, one moment, I've got to plug in my headset here. Okay. All right, all good. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Can't you,
Okay.
can hear you at all.
Okay.
I set
Nope,
myself on follow on here, so I'll be right back.
Can't hear you at all.
Battery was getting low, so. I'm going to cross the stream here. And we're going to take the long way around. It's actually a beautiful day in Coerthas. Look at that.
Even the cops are out.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
It's weird. It wasn't lighting up on my thing, so I thought maybe.
It was just when you were talking.
Oh, okay. Passing through the woods here.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful sunset. Let's go ahead and cross the stream and get back on the road.
Well, these mops don't like somebody. We must have a low level with us.
Just cross the river again on a bridge.
Yeah, I just figured at some point we had to cross to get over to the road, so. At least there's no swimming involved. I'm sure the water here is quite cold.
Major can't afford to shrink anymore. He'd disappear.
Start having to call him minor.
Minor pain.
I got your minor right here, buddy.
I bet you do.
This chat is getting illegal quickly.
Very nice sunset.
You know, looking at Talon's, and he was the bunny race. I'll never forget that. God, it's been almost a year now, at least. Somebody, when you mentioned people's tune's name, somebody came up and named themselves Chocolate Bunny, and it was perfect. And they had brown colored skin, and they looked like a chocolate bunny.
I just wish the draw distance to see characters at in the line was just a little bit further.
They might update that with the new graphics patch.
With the new graphic update.
Yeah, maybe.
Farthest back I can see is somebody in one of the 4-seater cars, and then somebody right behind them keeps appearing and disappearing out of draw.
Yeah, same here. I see the car disappearing.
Oh yeah, I see it too.
Unfortunately, this cave is the only path on this side of the map through here, but it's not very long. Let's hope the fate doesn't start. All right. Let's see. There's the end of it. Yep.
I think we're in the middle and we're just now seeing the cave.
Front of the line is coming out of the cave.
I see the front of I see the cave exit.
And we are coming up on passing by White Brim. White Brim will be to our left.
Now we got dusk.
Yep. Well, the sky stayed blue almost the entire march, and then as soon as we arrived, the sun's going down.
Kind of a poetic way to end the march,
Indeed. The silhouette there of in the distance, the Ishgardian skyline. The ruins of Stone Vigil in the distance, with the White Brim town down there. White Brim, the site of our FC darts that we played during Azure Day.
One of the sites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of them, but the most classic and traditional one of them all.
All of them have a nice little blood splatter from me.
That's our mini game where we jump off that tower towards a quote-unquote bullseye object. That
the fire pit, isn't it?
it's the fire pit, but when you look down from above, it looks like a bullseye, or use it as a bullseye. It's a little hole in the roof of the fire pit. And we're passing the entrance to Ishgard, entrance to the Steps of Faith over there. Our way to Camp Dragonhead. The moon is rising in the distance right in front of us. Look at that. Literally coming up over the mountains. The moon, very, very big part of the Endwalker expansion. And the latest expansion of 14 until next month when Dawn Trail comes out. Which the Moon expansion, also Talyn's final expansion. A couple more guests joining our line. Our march here, as far as the game can see. I would almost say far as the eye could see, but that's a little bit farther than what the game can show.
At least the server's not crashing.
Yeah, yeah. To the north side, north exit of Camp Dragonhead. Passing under the Aetheryte. Boy, if he could see this. Alright, and so begins our climb up the hill. We go just past Steel Vigil. Yep, there's the moon, nice and bright, lighting our path. Wow, that is quite the sight. The moon is perfectly shining down. Wow. I'm quite moved by the sight of this. The lights of Ishgard have all come on as well too. It's beautiful with the stars visible. Absolutely epic, guys. Here we are. Front of the parade is reaching the destination. I'm sure the back still has a little ways to go. If we could, let's put the chocobos away so that way we can kind of more clearly see everybody. So they're going to be like wandering around and let me see here. Is that mine? Yeah, mine's out too. as much of a circle that we could create. Let's see whose bird is that?
I see Majors and LL, whoever LL is.
Okay, cool. This is perfect.
Oblong diamond type shape.
Perfect circle. What are you talking about?
For those on stream, I'll actually be reading off here what's going on in game here in just a moment. Some of the first words being shared, and then the ones that come after that. Actually, there we go. I was looking for the name. Okay. For our stream here, I'm going to go ahead and read off words here in the chat. It's also expanded here, so the folks on our stream can see. So I said, let me see here. So yes, and also for those on the stream, I do want to thank everybody here today in person, in our Discord, and on stream who knew Josh, however you knew him, whether it was as Tremedius or Trem in some variation of Trem that he used, or Talyn, or any other name that he might have used. He did definitely indeed mean something to us all. For those that haven't gotten a whole lot of time with him but still came to support, thank you as well for joining us. He came to us 9 years ago, the summer of 2015, to our FC, as I mentioned earlier in the March, as well as winning our lottery there in the first hour of his time in our FC. And throughout the years, he participated in a record number of community functions. Over time, we did learn of his real-life struggles with his health. But despite everything he went through, he was a soldier who kept us smiling, always filling VC with his puns, his favorite form of comedy. Truly, he was an example. To be able to go through so much, still make us laugh. As we see here today, he was certainly loved. Talyn was something else. A Machinist main, that's a DPS class, for those who don't know, a ranged DPS that uses a gun and various contraptions, who also loved Paladin class, a tank, but then could give us one of the greatest matches that we've ever seen in Azure PvP tournament history as a Dragoon, a Lancer, melee DPS class. He was very well rounded. He and I spoke not long ago about this day, whenever that day would come, finally here today. And at that time he said, my home here is in 14 and in Azure, to which I said, I'll ensure it remains that way. And at that time I promised him that he would be the first to join our new rank, the final rank slot in our FC, called In Memory. So today I finished my words in the segment now by placing him in the In Memory rank just a moment ago, which those on stream may have seen, which he will forever have membership in our community. I would again like to thank everybody that came out here tonight. Those on the stream, the event is not over yet. The memorial is will still be going with words being shared here, just which is actually I got to scroll down and see them. But I did want to give everybody my thanks again. It's very, very special that we are all able to come together this way in game, as well as on stream here, and hear many of those that are in Discord as well, and those watching in the future when we upload the VOD of this. Very, very special. to have this chance, this technology, this game that we share, that we love, these platforms, to come together for our fallen friend, and for each other. Thank you all. And I'll be leaving the chat expanded for those who want to read the comments and sentiments being shared. I'm going to adjust my overlay here so part of it's covering it up, just the very corner. Oh shoot, why is it doing that? Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it looks like that helped. There we go. Of course, those in VC here, if there's anything that you guys would like to say, you don't have to, but if anybody wants to, for those here in attendance and listening by Twitch stream.
I typed it because I'm that type of guy.
Yeah, yeah. Those on stream able to see pretty well. I'm checking it with a couple different devices. Looks all right. Okay.
sorry to break the silence. Just as I posted in game there, I'm
Mhm.
gonna head out. Gonna head out now. I'm gonna go have a drink in his honor. So
Thank you for coming, Vish.
All right.
everyone take
And you
care.
can't see me, but I'm cringing at you right now.
Yes.
The sky here is nice and bright blue once again.
This is perfect.
Oh my goodness. It's like all of a sudden a dragon.
Well, I saw a powerful marker has appeared, and then there's a giant tail in the middle of us.
This guy shot up. That's all.
That's amazing,
Confident.
though. Like 90% of us are Machinist right now.
This pop in an area full of machinists cocking their guns. Just like that Valentine brother on Hellsing walked into the room with the chair people point all their guns right at him. Yeah. You're in the wrong spot, fool.
That was pretty funny though.
Said we killed this dragon in your name, Talyn.
The dragon came to the wrong neighborhood. I mean, it was an ARR hunt, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but you know how they get about some of that stuff.
I had, for those on stream, I had collapsed chat for just a little bit since most of the main sentiments looked like had been shared. The dragon came down. It was a special hunt mark in this region. Just happened to appear here. It doesn't always appear here, but this is one of the places it can spawn. It just happened to spawn, and then we defeated it very quickly and started making dragon puns, in dragon pun jokes in Talyn's honor. And that was something.
Had to go out with a bang as a memorial. Say something.
this would officially conclude the memorial. For the stream and the video here in the future. Most of what was shared in chat after we collapsed chat was just some thank yous and a couple laughs about a few things and the dragon that came down, and it was pretty funny. And now everyone has departed and paid their respects. Thank you to everybody that came to the stream and is watching this in the future, checking out the VOD of this Memorial Day that we had here for Talyn.
Make sure you clip the dragon fight.
The dragon fight was something. That was one great way to one great finale. We had some good dragon puns. Thank you guys for joining us on stream. Thank you to those that subscribe to our channel. I'll be putting this up on our channel on YouTube as soon as possible. And over at Azure Infinitum on YouTube. Thank you all.